Hello! So, gagawa tayo today ng pork dinakdakan. Pumunta akong wet market. Bumili ako ng mga vegetables. Yan. Then, suki kasi kami doon. Kaya palagi pupunta doon. So, I'm having some friends over. Kaya, inisip ko na rin gumawa na rin ako ng video with it. Diba? So, yan. Okay. So, we're home. So, yan yung pork belly ko. And let's start. So, 1 kilo pork belly, 2 red onions, calamansi, garlic, red bell pepper, green chilies, black pepper, salt, and some sugar. Okay, so let's start. Una natin gagawin is this. So, what this basically does is tinutuyo niya yung skin in a way. And parang kino-close niya yung mga pores para walang pumasok na liquid mamaya kasi boboil natin yan. Yan. So we're gonna start boiling it in the same pot. Mag-add lang ako ng bay leaves, patis, mga 2 tablespoons yan. Vinegar, about 4 tablespoons. Some soy sauce, 1.5 tablespoons. And then we're just gonna let it boil. So nag-add ako ng garlic just for flavoring and garnish mamaya sa dish. So yan, papasok na natin yung pork belly natin. And then we're just gonna leave it for 15 to 20 minutes. So this is for a 1 kilo again. So if less, then obviously boil it for less kasi it's gonna cook faster. If it's more than a kilo, boil it for a little over 20 minutes pa. Okay. So this part naman, what I'm doing is I'm gonna put back some holes in this on the skin kasi ang gagawin ko, we're gonna rub some salt on the skin. Obviously, make sure that it's dry first before you start rubbing it. Kasi what the salt does is basically suck out any moisture pa from the skin para sure tayo na crispy yung skin natin mamaya. Now, what other people do, well, the traditional way is to leave the pork belly out first in the sun, in the open air for a day. But I don't have time for that, so I'm gonna put it in the ref for 30 minutes till the freezer. Okay, so we're just chopping the red onions, all of the red onions. So you saw kanina I had 2 small red onions. Now you can use 1 medium or half a large, depending on the dish size that you want to make. So yun lang, regular mince, nothing out of the ordinary naman. Just make sure maliliit siya. You don't want like big size onions kasi hindi naman natin lulutuin yan eh. Ito rin, green chilies. You want small bits para every bite nakakagat mo yung all of the vegetables. I don't know if I should call them spices, but kasi you have the onions, you have the chilies, and the garlic. But yeah, so you want it small bite sizes para every time you get a serving of the dinakdakan, you get each component. Okay, also the red bell pepper. Now, maraming debate kung paano talaga i-slice ang red bell pepper. This is how I was taught, but you can also do it like by chopping the top and then hollowing the inside and then opening it up and then chopping it from there. So, your preference. This is just how I do. How I chop my red bell peppers. Or my bell peppers in general. Kasi iba-iba naman yung kulay.
Okay. So yeah, sila ka na gano'n. Pero kasi yung before that, already basic.
For me, pare-pareho lang naman yung taste. Like, yellow, green, red. They all taste the same. Garlic. And I used garlic kasi nakalimutan kong bumili ng ginger. And we didn't have ginger at home, so I used garlic. But it's not advisable to eat raw garlic in large doses. So, kahit marami akong chinop dito, I only used about a teaspoon. Kasi nga, baka sumakit siya nyo if you eat too much na
Yeah, I
raw
can see that.
onions. Garlic. You can eat raw onions, by the way. Kalamansi, 5. But I'm only gonna use 4 for the mayo calamansi sauce, and then 1 as a garnish.
Comment.
Okay, so we're gonna start with the pork belly. I just put about 5 or 6 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Now you can also deep fry it if you want, if you have a deep fryer, but I don't, so I'm just gonna pan fry it. Now the traditional dinakdakan uses mascara, which is the pig face, but I wanted pork belly, so I'm doing like a crispy pork belly dinakdakan. So yan, we're just gonna cook it 5 minutes per side until maging golden brown. Ayan, medyo nasulit na nga yung tips eh. But basically, you don't have to cook it for that long kasi binuela natin kanina, so luto na yung loob na yan. So what we're doing is just gonna get that color, and then we're gonna make sure that our skin is crispy. So yan, after about 10-12 minutes, put it out. Then I'm gonna rub salt again because I wanna get out some more moisture, that whatever's left in that skin. And then I'm gonna fry it again for like 3 minutes. Just to be sure that it's gonna turn out crispy. So for the calamansi mayo sauce or component of the dish, mayo 2 tablespoons, sugar 1 tablespoon, and then a teaspoon of soy sauce with some black pepper. And then yan, yung calamansi natin. Now, if you don't want to mix the calamansi in the sauce, pwede naman. You can just put it on the side mamaya pag sinerve mo yung dish. Kasi not everyone likes calamansi. So, yan. Just a suggestion. Kung ayaw nyo ng calamansi. So, we're gonna mix until it's fully incorporated. Dapat ganyan yung kulay. Medyo white. Makikita mo yung pepper. Ayan. Just taste natin. So, I wasn't satisfied. So, I added another scoop of mayo. For the consistency, para medyo thick siya. Then, we're gonna taste it again. So, I put a little more sugar, some pepper. And then after this, I was satisfied na. So, moving on to the pork belly. So, yan, naka-rest na siya for, I left it for 10 minutes. Now, you're gonna see here, it's really pale. It's cooked all the way through. And it's really soft. Ayan o. I didn't even use a lot of pressure. And marinig nyo when I slice to the skin, na crispy siya. I tried to show it here, but
Ay, kapo. Sub niya,
yan, so I let my friend try it.
After you telling me
He was
all of
pretty
this,
happy
like,
with it.
salty here, salty down there. Yeah, plus the crisp-sato, and then it's also soft. You're right, it is soft.
Diba?
As in, it's
soft.
Pero hindi mo hindi siya nakakatuwang soft because it's so soft.
Yeah.
Hindi mo, it's like, are you sure it's me? Parang ganun. But I'm too flabbergasted.
Yan, so just make sure that you slice it bite-sized pieces ulit. You don't want big chunks. You want them small para marami kayong makakain eh. And mauumay ka kung masyadong malalaki yung bites mo. Kasi nga of all that fat from the pork belly. Yan. Okay, so haluin na natin yung mga vegetables or spices. So, the green chilies, the red bell peppers, and see, ganda ng kulay eh. So, you have green, you have red, and you have purple. Well, you also have the garlic, but again, use ginger if you have. I just used garlic kasi wala akong ginger. Tapos yung sauce na yun, yung broth, that was just from the pinakulong pork belly kanina. So, just to add a little more flavor. So pag na-mix na, yan, i-add na natin yung sauce. So with the sauce, pwede mong gawing runny, or yung malabnaw, or pwede mong gawing thick. I like it thick para nagko-coat talaga lahat ng components ng dish, the pork, nagsistick yung mga spices dun sa pork mismo. Yan. Pero you can make it runny as well, parang masabaw. Pero not too runny. Dapat parang stew, parang caldereta style na sauce. Kasi, piniplate up ko na. Nakikita nyo yung garlic dun sa sa baba, tapos yung kalamansi na dun sa taas. And then I put an egg kasi natripan ko maglagay ng egg. And masarap siya with an egg, in fairness. Yan, pork dinakdakan.